Go ahead and start over, yeah.
My name is Suzanne Dome. I'm the authors of Empty Space and Second Signal. I'm an indie author, and I'm self-published. That means that I did all the work myself. So I did the editing, all the formatting, the cover designs, except I had my brother take the picture on the first book.
Yeah.
But I did all of the formatting and the design and everything. The storyline is a young woman who hitchhikes with some aliens and ends up working for them and discovers a lot of information about Earth and its development that she's not supposed to know. And it takes her through dangerous situations and political situations, and she gets attacked by pirates, and it's kind of an adventure with a conspiracy underneath of it.
That's cool.
So the first book, she's only 18, so it is, some people who read it do consider it YA. I don't, because it's got some adult content.
Yeah.
The second book is quite a bit deeper because she's a little bit older, and the conspiracy itself deepens because she finds out more information as she goes. And, you know, some of the characters change. And one of the things I like to do is show change in a person over time. And so that was something I really tried to work in as well.
Well, tell us about the writing process for both these books.
Well, the first book started out when I was actually 16. And I've had these characters kind of sitting on a back burner since then. And it wasn't until the last 2 years that I was able to go through the editing process and the rewriting process and get them published. The first 90 pages of Empty Space I wrote like in 3 weeks. Just sat down and wrote it. It fell out of my head onto the page, and so I have 2 notebooks that are the original manuscript that became Empty Space, which filled out later in college as I wrote down more scenes and more ideas. And the majority of Second Signal I wrote while I was living in South Carolina. So I've had the material for, it's supposed to be a trilogy. There will be a third book out sometime this winter. Most of the material I've had sitting around for a while. It's just now that I've been able to do something with it.
Well, these books seem well thought out, well researched. What was some of the different things that you put in the book that you want people to know about?
Ever since I was a little kid, I was fascinated with the UFO conspiracy, with ancient aliens. I actually first heard about it when I was 12. My mother was real big into talking to me about Daniken's books without naming them.
Yeah.
So I find that kind of funny. I grew up with Star Wars, and so I've always grown up with the concept of aliens, and it's always fascinated me. And so there are some things I tried to put in here, and I always hear about, like, you know, the people who've been abducted. I always hear about how it kind of, it starts on the ground, but it ends in a medical environment, and then they end up back at home. And I've always wondered what was beyond that. What were they doing outside of that environment? What's past that experience? And so I've kind of worked in some abduction phenomena from a different point of view, from actually the aliens' point of view.
That's really cool.
And I've tried to look at Earth from the point of view of these people. So I really tried to look at Earth as somebody's toy for this, and I also tried to work on the idea that we're just a microcosm of what's going on in the rest of the universe. So if it's happening on Earth, it's happening other places too. The conspiracy is not just ours.
Is there a website or anything we can direct people to?
Sure. My personal website is emptyspace.us. I'm also on Facebook and Google+, so you can find me there, and I'm also on Twitter.
That's cool. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you. I appreciate your interview.